I've been asked what is about the Hilton food groups. And after analyzing this with the Elliott wave theory, I came to a pretty interesting conclusion. And I'm here to share this with you today. At first, I marked up the cycle, and I identified this one as the rest of a wave 2, which came to an end over here. Then we got this wave 3 over there, which goes up to here. And then we go down to our wave 4, which is down here. And to complete our Elliott wave, we now need to get up to this wave 5 over here. What I then did was I found myself a pre-count, which is this over here essentially. So I counted up to every wave and counted if this really is correct and if my theory is correct so far. And I think I did pretty good. And you can pause this video over here if you want to see what I did exactly over here, for example, because this is very interesting. But let's get into the present now. To this point, we are not in a very interesting zone for us at this point right now. But from this point on, I've got some pretty interesting scenarios. Those are two. I have one bullish and one bearish scenario for you today. So let's start with the bullish one. For that, I started counting again, and I found myself a wave 1 over here, then a wave 2 over here. So this is our wave 2. And then I measured where our wave 3 should be, and I came to the conclusion that it's probably somewhere over here. And that would mean that we are right now not in a finished wave 3. So that would mean that we still need to go up some time in order to complete our wave 4 and then go up to wave 5. And that's good essentially, because then we do have what we want and what the original thesis of this video was, that the Hilton food group is going up. But what happens after a completion of wave 5? Well, we go down. How far do we go down? A lot. We're going to have this 5 completed with this 5. What does this mean? That we go into an ABC correction. What does this mean? This means that we're going down to probably around 150 or lower. This is not our primary goal in this video. I'm here to discuss about the wave 3 because that's what we can say with a pretty good certainty. And for that, I did an intercount over here. And the conclusion is that we do have our 1 here, our 2 here, 3, and the plus over here is to showcase that we have an overextending 3 over here. This is important for our next scenario. 4, 5, then an ABC correction, 1, 2, 3, also overextending, 4, 5. And our 5 is yet to be completed, somewhere over here. This case is pretty likely, because we do have our wave 3 over here and over here extending, and previously all of our wave 3s were extending, except for this one. But we ignore this, because it isn't really relevant for the case right now. So what can we say about this? What does this lead us to? It probably means that this is our most likely case. But now let's get to our other case, which is not that positive for the stock. We have the same count over here, 1 there, 2 there, but now we have a completed wave 3 over here. It's a bit underextending, but this can happen. This is not really a specialty. And now we have to look at our wave 4. So what is our wave 4 doing here? We have touched our wave 4 zone. It is the red one. But normally we would expect the 4 to go down further. This is possible, however. How can we say if it's completed or not? Well, we can't really say that with 100% certainty, but I'm pretty confident, based off the knowledge I have right now, that this isn't a completed wave 4. So we probably go down a bit further, and then we go up for the 5, and then we get our ABC correction, but we will go up after that, somewhere, like, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our 5 is completed. So where would this be? It would probably be somewhere over here. And this would be a pretty bullish scenario, but only long term. Short term, definitely bearish. And that is why I did an intercount for this too. We have our wave 1 here, wave 2 down there, wave 3 up here, 4 here, 5 there. It's fine, perfectly fine. Good count. Then down to here, ABC, then 1, 2, a perfect wave 3, perfect wave 4, perfect wave 5. This is why I personally like this case, because it really shows strength, not like the previous one. And that is why it is very hard for me to decide whether or not we are in this case or in the other case right now. What would help me if if we get a pattern here that rises over this wave 3 over here, then we would eliminate, or mostly eliminate, this scenario, and then we would be in our previous scenario, and that's why I think it's the better one for now to stick with. But I won't invest. That's why I wouldn't invest in this stock, and my conclusion says exactly that. We have a rule in Elliott wave trading that we never buy into a wave 3 or 4, because we do not know with certainty that it is really over our wave 3 or our wave 4. We mostly enter in wave 2. Also, we don't really have clear structural waves, because this looks like it's a bit of consolidation. That is why I would not invest, and I would not recommend an investment in this stock right now. But don't take my word too serious. I am not giving any financial advice right now. Those are just my thoughts. What I would instead do, I would not recommend this to anyone who doesn't know what they're doing. But I would wait for a 5 to be completed, and then an ABC. And when the 1 is starting, I would invest. Because that's when you really can get the profits. Because you can ride from a 1 up to a wave 5. And this gives you the percentages you want. Or if you want to trade derivatives, You could also wait until a wave A and a wave B is completed, and then you can go short for a wave C, because normally it is like this. We have a wave 5, then we have a wave A, B, and then a C goes down pretty deep. And if you catch this, you're pretty lucky too, and you get your percentages, but only if you're short, of course. So right now, well, not really the time to invest, at least for this stock right here. You can do whatever you want, feel free. But in my opinion, this isn't a stock with big potential right now, especially after this big drop and fair value gap over here too. We just closed that, so it could also be just the close of a fair value gap and then we go down. Please do not be that certain about anything that happens right here, because this really is new territory for the stock and something we have not seen before, and that's why it's really hard to say anything about this. But my prediction is, wait, don't get irritated by this. My prediction is that we won't go up too far. Like, we can go up a few percentages, like up to here or something like that, and those are big percentages. I know that the numbers are big, but if you don't get out in time or in time, you will lose much bigger. So I would stay away from this, but it's your choice, it's your life. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any more questions, please let me know. And if you want any other stock to be analyzed by me and my opinion on this, then I'm there for you. Just write me a message. So, have a good week, and we'll hear from each other.